checking that broken driver?
Okay. Just get Garf out of here. Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Ben. Today we'll be checking out some more Destiny Rising. Specifically, we'll be getting into Maru's character story. We'll have to see how much they give it, how much they give to us of it. Because we got a lot of some like Stellas, right? But then we didn't get a huge amount of some other characters, like Hellhests. You didn't get a lot, Gwyn's. So let's see what the case is this time. But we'll also check out, there's a event going on, a little bit of a festival. So we'll go check that side quest out as well afterwards. Kitty cats are with me, both of them. Rio's on my lap, and Jack's back there. So feel free to say hello to either one of them. And let's get into it. Triumphant Voyage. The Cabal of the Red Sea Rift are deploying a new type of alloy-enhanced armor, catching the eye of not just Viridia's militia, but another opportunist. A captain without a ship senses a chance with Viridia's savior, Wolf. With her plan set, bleh. She just needs to wait for the Lightbearer to take the bait. Yeah, very cool. Love bigger cannon characters. I am waiting a little bit longer though to see who's coming out next, because there's been rumors, and if it's who I think it is, I'm quite excited. Take the bait. While passing through Viridia, Wolf and Zeb joined the investigation into the theft of Radiant Sight, but unexpectedly stepped onto a pirate's deck. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Check it on out. I do think that what they should start doing for Rising for character stories is giving you the full character quest for every new character, even if you don't have them, because it lets you test them out, and most importantly, it gives you time with the character, which for some people will convince them to pull, because they might look at the design, they might look at the king and go, maybe I could.
There. Is that Finala chatting with Shira? I'm surprised she's not out on
Yeah,
field duty.
they can go, maybe I'll skip, but then they play the story and they go, you know what, this character wasn't
good, Shira.
who I thought they were.
But my squad is about to deploy on a vital
And
mission.
then,
Don't worry.
you know,
Abaka over at the
end up
mine
enjoying
said they
them,
didn't make
get
off
attached.
too much radiant sight.
Radiant Sight, yeah. So definitely think it's something they should try out. I think Destiny Rising has a lot of lessons to still implement, and I hope that they continue to do so.
Hey there, Finala.
I do like that on the roadmap it's a new story eventually. That's definitely something I want to see continue, because that was one of the strongest parts of the game so far.
That the Cabal appear to be testing new armor forging materials, but as you may have just overheard, our
Slight
Radiant Sight
danger.
stores are also in slight danger.
Someone's stealing it? Won't that mess with the barrier?
Not that serious. We're only missing a fraction of the overall shipment.
Like 1%
But I'm
or
worried
something.
about what they may be plotting.
Guess you're bound to run into some sticky fingers sooner or later.
Not enough to matter, but
They
enough
may
to
be
notice.
hoping to sell it on the black market. We've recently had to crack down on a few smugglers.
And that's how we're going to meet
Only
Maru.
by finding out the culprit could we figure out their
And it's like,
motive.
what are you doing?
Shira is going to look into
What's
it
going
first,
on with you?
And I'll join the investigation once I return from the recon mission.
Let me
Sounds
help
good.
investigate so you can focus on your mission. The Cabal are the real threat after all.
But this is an Iron Wolf's duty.
Come on. I'm basically professional backup.
At this point,
Zeb and I
yeah.
would be less familiar
We've helped out.
faces, so the thief likely wouldn't even notice us.
All right. Shira will fill you in on the investigation plans. Thank you.
Don't worry. I'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. I'm interested what this first meeting with Maru will be like. And then playing her as well, because I obviously
So what's
have
the
not
plan?
played her yet.
Where should
so.
we start?
There's an entrance to the mines here in town, not far from here. One of the senior miners, Abaka, might have some information. You can also have a look around the area, see if there's anything else noteworthy.
Check for
Meanwhile, I'll
clues.
sort through our records and see who's had access to the ore
babies.
recently.
Yes,
Wait,
Rio
I've still got a
got
few
like
more questions.
6 hours of lap time last night. He was eating so comfy, but I was like, oh, my butt's so sore. Please get up. I love you, but I need to stretch. Where does the radiant sight from these mines get taken? Where does? How did you discover the radiant sight had gone missing? I have no further questions. Where does the radiant sight from these mines get taken?
It goes onto the elevator. Then, seeing as it's fuel for the barrier, it's taken closer to the Sentinel's arm. Theoretically, 8 hours yield can power the barrier for a whole day. But if we're hit with an
It's
unceasing
not bad.
bombardment, then it starts consuming extra radiant
Eee.
light.
So
Has
better
Viridia's
to have
barrier
more on
generator
hand.
been running this whole time?
Of course.
Mhm.
With the enemy right at our doorstep,
Yeah.
we need to keep constant vigilance.
Can't slip up.
The workers responsible for processing it complained that the new miners weren't
Oh,
seasoned
we're
enough.
bringing in
Said the
enough.
radiant site they brought had a bunch of uneven chunks missing. But when we looked into it, the miners were cleared of suspicion, and we could rule out damage from
So
transport.
what's the third option?
That left only one possibility. Someone shipped away chunks of it.
Intentionally,
But why?
and at one
That's
point.
what we're worried about, and why we need to
At what
investigate.
point? Blah.
Excellent.
Yep,
Then
ready to
I'll
go.
get to work looking through the files.
What's your plan, Detective Wolf?
How about we check out those crates?
Well, what was it? I was thinking of Sherlock Holmes, and I'm like, ah, Watson, yeah. She'll be our Watson to our homes.
No radiant sight in these containers.
It's been a
Just
little while
mining
since I've
trails.
read through all those
Makes me wonder what else
stories.
they can find out here.
Really fun to go through.
Find a giant robot head.
Last time I went through was elementary school. I went through all the works of Conan Doyle, and also
Since
else
radiant
was
sight
it?
exhibits hardness comparable to that of ceramics,
let me
it
think.
could be utilized for military
Try and pay
materials
attention at the
rather
same
than
time.
barrier charging systems.
So big guns. Shakespeare. There we go. Yeah, Conan Doyle and Shakespeare. Read through all their works in elementary school and was like, this is cool. I like this. Enjoyable.
There are also cut crystal clusters here. No
It was just fun to
visible
go
signs of
through.
damage. Well, there's
Seeing the
nothing
differences in
noteworthy here.
language.
Let's
in
go question the miners over there.
differences in language of Shakespeare's works and the tropes he established or popularized, and then Conan Doyle, of course, just having such fun little mysteries put together. And the characters
Hey,
of
Shira
Holmes and
sent me to
Watson.
look into leads on the stolen radiant site.
See,
Like, has there been anyone suspicious around lately?
No, we already told her all the radiant site was in mint condition when it left the mines. Plus, only miners are allowed into the caves, and we keep records of everyone's daily shifts.
So, probably not a miner, huh?
If we wanted fresh radiant site, we could just mine it
Already ruled
ourselves.
out.
Why go through the trouble of damaging perfectly good ore and leaving such obvious marks? Besides, smuggling radiant site's strictly forbidden, and none of us would want to risk losing our jobs. And between you and me, I bet the last thing any of us wants to see when we clock out are more of these rocks.
If we rule out the miners,
Hey.
that leaves transport
Not a
and
Vex.
charging prep as our
not
time
a
ready.
disguised Vex hanging around this time.
Maybe you could talk to Wissam over at the elevator. The militia's in charge of both those stages.
Now, I would definitely appreciate if the Rising team is taking the feedback on the AI slash text-to-speech bots. That's the militia near the elevator gather clues. But yeah, if they're taking that to heart and really start trying to improve it, because that was absolutely the biggest thing that would break immersion, is you just hear one of those Vex speaking in your ear and be like, just taken out of the moment, taken out of the emotions, and it really sucks because they
Hello?
made a
Whistle.
fun campaign.
We're helping Shira look
And,
into the
you know,
missing Radiant
had
site
solid
and hopefully
gameplay,
find some
so.
new clues.
Ugh, just how many people know about this case?
Well, just me, Sev, Shira, Abaka, and Finala. Oh, and maybe Finala's ghost.
That's not
That's
too
all.
many.
Something wrong?
Mhm.
You look nervous.
There may be Cabal spies in town. Why? Just now? When you guys were prepping for field work? I heard them say the Cabal are wearing some sturdier looking new armor. There's a good chance it's made from some sort of radiant site alloy. I mean, the timing is a bit suspicious, don't you think?
Cabal spies.
I would say
I
one
wouldn't
easy
worry
way
about
to
that.
tell
We still don't have any concrete information about their new
VA
fleet,
or not
and the
is
little bit of
breadths.
Radiant site that was stolen couldn't possibly outfit a whole Cabal company.
especially during longer lines.
That's a good point. But if it wasn't Cabal then, I still think someone took it from here. Because there was one other suspicious thing that happened. Lately, I've been seeing this guy sneaking around the marketplace. He doesn't buy anything though. He browses for a bit, then leaves town. Do you think he
Suspicious.
might be taking the Radiant site with him?
I mean, we
It's
can at least check
definitely
it
worth
out.
looking into.
Exactly.
Did you see his face?
Not very clearly. But he usually shows up at the market later in the afternoon.
Which also, I like
Well, that narrows down our search again.
Maru's design.
I'll head back and tell Shira.
Sort
what
of this
you are.
mix between Warlock
Sure.
and
And,
Titan.
Be sure to remind her to keep the investigation low-key.
But yeah, very fun. To see them continue to have mix and match with the designs, be more out there, make unique
Hey, Shira. Did you find anything?
characters
I talked with
that we
both
can pull,
Abaka
of
and
course.
Wissam. I think we've got a lead.
All for the money in the end.
Wissam suspects someone's taking the Radiant site out of
But
town.
I think it's good to reward
He said he's
creativity
seen
when
someone
you
who
see it.
often leaves in the afternoon.
I checked the transport roster, and a few names appeared frequently. Maybe we can secretly look into them, especially that guy Wissam saw. If we can catch who's moving the ore, then we'll know where we can retrieve it.
No,
I'll keep an eye out.
you big baby kitties. So
If we're going
comfy.
to scope out the marketplace,
Hey,
we should
Sparkle.
probably find a good vantage point. Follow me.
Uh,
I know just the place.
Yeah, you can feel free to rant in the chat for a little bit. We need to talk about something. Seriously need someone to talk to.
Here we are. We can see the whole town now.
Yeah. If something's going on, of course, feel free to chat.
Hey, check out that guy over there. Is it me, or does he seem particularly shifty?
I mean, I'm
We
just
need to
hanging out
keep
with the
up with
cats,
him, but be
doing
careful.
the story
We
here.
can't let him spot
but-
us.
If I get a little bit of a break, I can definitely make sure to pay attention, talk with you. Remind me of all those
Just
old
my luck. They've really tightened security. There's no chance now.
Assassin's Creed missions,
Forget it. I'll just
Tailing
head to the
someone.
meeting spot.
making sure you stay close enough behind. Just peeking around the corner. Hey, might as well use that third person.
I've got a new radiant site here, but I think they're...
He stopped. And it looks like he's talking to a ghost? Come on, let's go confront our thief.
Yeah, it looks like we have a small break here I can take. Tired of studying, man. Every single day, need to rest. School says otherwise. Tuition says otherwise. So does coaching. Even Sundays and Saturday classes. I mean, I've too many exams. That's what I was going to say. I feel like you just went through, like, you know what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, very recently, just went through a bunch of exams. They should definitely be giving you guys a break. Yeah, that's 3 exams back to back, including chemistry. Yeah, that seems... I know, obviously, you know, it's not like you can talk to them directly about this, or complain because they're like, this is how it's always been. It's been this way for the past decade. We'll keep doing it forever. So you need to have like, you know, a bunch of students or parents coming together to be like, guys, this is too much. Maybe chill, maybe reduce it down with 7 chapters. Yeah, I know every time you've come to me about these exams, I've definitely felt, you know, how stressful they are and how much you do your best to prepare. But if you're not giving the students time to prepare, how can you expect, you know, them to do well? Class tests every day. Yeah. Again, that just seems too much. And I don't know, like, I don't know how your break schedule is. Like, maybe they're trying to, you know, put more before a winter break. But even then, every 3 weeks there's exams. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Obviously, it depended on the class when we would get more major exams, like something like anatomy. Second term's on December 15th. Oh. Yeah, that's so close. What is break? Yeah, you need to tell them what a break is. I think the students and, you know, parents especially, but I know that's tough. Again, to get anything changed or to scale back in that regard. But yeah, I was trying to remember, like, even with my classes. Now it's the timetable for second term yesterday. Oh, yeah, then that doesn't help. You feel like you have no time to prepare for everything that they throw at you. But yeah, as far as major tests, I want to say, like I said, it depended on the class. Anatomy, we would probably have one major one like every 2 weeks, just because it would cover what specific system of the body or area we had just learned. So that would be like, you know, hands, facial structure, internal, you know, like gastrointestinal system or something like that. But we have like 12 chapters for maths, 11 chapters for physics, 8 chapters for computer, 7 chapters for chemistry. Yeah. Again, that just seems way too much. I feel like their issue is they want to test you for so much, and they're trying to do it almost at the same time. Like, not the same day, thankfully, but from what you said before, like basically back to back to back, multiple days, and it's like, maybe separate that out to like one of these a week, you know, and then 3 weeks between each or more, like a month. Just give people time. And especially the class tests every day you're saying, like, that also doesn't seem great. Maybe switch that to a smaller one every week. First language, then English, then chemistry, back to back, 2 days after maths, 1 day after physics. Yeah. Again, the only thing comparable for when everything would line up like that, in my schooling was usually finals or midterms or something similar to that. But otherwise, they tried to keep them pretty separate. You know, I'm sure the teachers were communicating of like, hey, I'm going to be doing this big physics test. Maybe chill a little bit in like English, or, you know, put like book review off until the next week. But I don't know. It just feels like even if they are communicating, they're going, how can we put as much as possible onto you guys at once rather than actually spacing that out? So I definitely get that frustration. And I feel like it's not good for students either, because you're not going to be able to truly focus and learn a subject if you're not given the time to absorb and reiterate on that knowledge. Because if you're split between so many subjects at the same time, sure, you'll remember it maybe for the test you're doing very soon, but long term it won't stick as well. And computer after winter vacation. Yeah. Yeah, it's... schooling is so random sometimes, depending on where you go. Just the different schools I'd been to. right? There's just completely different expectations sometimes of what grades you were supposed to get, or even how much you showed up to class, because I did private school 2 years and then public 2 others for my last 2. And let me tell you, public did not care if I showed up to class as long as I showed up for tests and I had a good grade, which the classes I skipped, I had A's in. So unfair, yeah. And I can't even say that like, oh, this is totally preparing you for college or something like that, because honestly, some colleges are easier than high schools, and I think as far as communicating back and forth with your professors, your teachers, it's a lot easier and they're a lot more understanding. My dad's a professor himself, so he'll sometimes talk to us about, you know, what he's had to do with students of either delaying tests because they have a personal family thing comes up, and it's like, hey, if you need a week, a month, however much time to get your head together so you'll actually do well on this test, that's fine. Right, like obviously there'll still be a deadline, but he tries to accommodate students' circumstances. And yeah, with what you're describing, it just doesn't feel like there's good communication of what the students can actually take, because everyone's life is obviously very different. Like, I knew honors students where, yeah, all they did was schoolwork, and it's like, yep, if that's what they want to do, they can do that, but they really didn't have time for anything else, and it's like, that doesn't feel great. Now, I definitely hope that things continue to get better, Sparkle, and that hopefully the school learns at some point.
Yep.
They can't just throw their students into the grinder like this and expect them to swim rather than sink.
They're the ones who stole from me.
Is this Maru's ghost?
If you're gonna blame anyone, blame yourself.
So we've got a suspect who says he was forced, and a ghost accused of
That's pretty
robbery.
funny.
We got plenty of time to
Yeah, a
investigate.
ghost going around trying to
But
steal.
first, you got a light bearer, Ghost?
The captain's busy.
Captain.
Find herself in a collector winnings. She's owed that
Hmm.
radiant sign.
Maybe a bit of a card play.
You'll have to ask her yourself. My job's
Cow.
collecting our rightfully owed payment. And let me
I'll definitely look at the
emphasise
message
again,
Sparkle
he
after
got
this
into
this little chat
entirely
here.
of his own free will. We aren't even charging interest.
Well, that sounds more like a
How
loan.
can radiant sight stolen from Viridia be yours? We're here to bring it back.
Listen, this whole thing's actually
Really?
quite simple. This sucker made
There we
a
go,
bet with
bet.
us, and unfortunately, he lost. Big time. Based on our agreement, they needed a fork over an heirloom watch of his.
Authentic golden age jewelry.
All worth a small fortune.
Sounds lucrative.
We are an artless, of course. He offered to pay the
So then
equivalent
he's
amount
been
in radiant sign.
the one stealing to pay them back. Oh, could we do a favor? Exactly. Yep. Favors
Good,
being traded.
considering you have to steal the payment. How did you lose this badly?
It's a good question.
I won't gamble anymore. Never again. I
See,
swear.
that's a good idea.
The watch is
Any
really
gambling
important.
addicts out there.
And Viridia's the only
Just
place
gotta
where I
stop.
can safely
Or
get
bet
radiant
less and
sight.
less
I
progressively
had
until
no
you
other
stop it.
choice.
All this for a watch? Look, I'm willing to help you out here, but there's got to be something else you're interested in other than stealing from Viridia's radiant sight stockpile.
Cabal? Are we trying to give them some of that armor? Samples of it?
Get us a few suits and stuff, and perhaps it can replace
Yep.
the old.
It's a deal. If I were you, I'd
Maybe
go turn
outfit
myself into
themselves.
Shira. Unless you feel like getting arrested by
The
Fenala
miners,
instead.
yeah.
Sure.
Come
I'll tell her
clean.
everything.
Better to do that and keep your
Now
job.
here's how this is going to work.
Hopefully.
You're going to talk to Shira. I'm going to get that radiant sight armor. And you're going to take me to your light bearer. Then this whole theft debt thing is
Meeting
over.
Maru for the first time.
Understand?
Alright.
I know where we can find some good bottle. Follow me, mateys.
We'll follow you soon, buddy.
Ladies, we literally just met.
And they're pirates after all. Feel more bad for second years.
Guys wearing the new suits
Sorry.
who are even more of a nuisance than usual.
Letting the dialogue
It's
play
like they
first.
don't even feel pain.
Don't worry. They'll definitely feel a few grenade launcher shots.
Taking
to
into
the
account our
face.
weapons.
I bet you get along with the captain. She's all about explosives. Makes me worry the impact of you thinking will set me flying.
Always love the personalities of the ghosts so much. Sorry, Sparkle. Feel more bad for second years. They have for... Oh my gosh. I apologize, Sparkle.
Find me some cover.
There we go. Yes. Now we'll have to run over and kill them. Feel more bad for second years. Have her final examination chemistry and physics back to back. It's not the school's fault. Government puts the timetable for final, second, and first. Got it. Yeah. I'm wondering how they would work around that then. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, sorry about that. What I feel like they should do then is they should take into greater account, you know, what they have to do, what's government mandated, versus more of the optional stuff they do. And I think turning more of those optional tests that they probably give you guys and reducing those, or making them so it's more about critical information, like highlight points from what you're building up to or what you've already done to quickly review. And for second years they have both lab exams and written ones. Now, to be fair, I do like lab exams more than written, but yeah, that's just a lot more work, a lot more stress in the same day. Genuinely scared for next year. No, I still believe in you, Sparkle. Like I said, every time in the past you've, you know, come on by here, de-stressing, you know, just having someone to talk to. You've come back a little bit later going, hey, I've done really well. So I believe in your ability to continue to do well, even if I'm not happy with, you know, all the stress you're being put under and the timetables you have to deal with. That definitely doesn't feel very fair. To what you're describing, almost everyone that's part of the system going through it. Like, you gotta complete records and stuff. How the F do they have time? I hope so too, yeah. Again, every time in the past you've done well, so I think that leaves a good track record of you'll continue to do so. So much pressure, it's not fair. It sounds very similar to me to what honors students over here go through, where, you know, yeah, you would just, anyone I knew who was honors would constantly studying, constantly be doing tests, and it's part of the reason I only decided to do a few honors classes that I was enthusiastic about and cared about, like anatomy and astronomy, but otherwise I usually kept clear of them just because I was like, I don't feel like doing all that work. You write entrance exams in second year too. Most people will take a year later, second year to write entrance. That makes sense, just giving themselves more time. Because yeah, that's also very stressful. I think out of the tests I usually did that I disliked the most, essays or something similar were the ones where I was like, that's the most up to the, you know, graders or teachers' interpretation versus, you know, ABCD or just putting down the correct answer. So those would be the ones that would flip-flop from, oh, you did really good this time, to, you passed. Oh, yes, kitty cat.
That radiant psi armor's no joke, eh? Not even a scratch on it.
It's pretty good.
There's our first hole. Good.
Clubs and activities existed, but no. Yeah, I feel like just anything to give you guys a break, a way to de-stress, a way to not have to study would be optimal. I mean, that's something you could definitely talk about, even if you can't change the timetables or how much work you're being assigned. Just talking to them about, hey, can we actually have some, you know, activities, some things to apply ourselves to that isn't just performance-based grading as part of the school system. But obviously I don't know how well or how receptive they would be to that. Well, didn't need to use the ult there. This is just 11th grade. Yeah. I thought, I'm trying to remember, I thought you had said that 12th was going to be a little easier, but, you know, that's the hope that in the future things are better than the here and now.
This one has some intel the captain can put to good use. That should be plenty. You were too shabby
Okay.
out there, light bearer. As promised, I'll take you to meet the captain. Stick close.
The name's Wolf, and you've already
over
met
there.
Zeb. You still don't know what to call you, though.
Parrot.
Oh,
Aw.
that's just the name. Don't mean I'm some sort of rainbow-coloured feathered chatterbox.
Well, that's very fitting
Of course.
for pirates.
Being called Wolf doesn't mean I'm a fluffy
Ghost.
canine.
My class has asked for PE so many times. This whole year, we've only gone to. Yeah. Again, just having somewhere else to spend your energy or to take your mind off of studying would be so helpful. But that sucks. And it's funny because, you know, to parallel
Nice to see you again.
our school system and classes, most often what happens there is that people end up going like, no, give us, oops, forgot about that. It's fine. Yeah, for us, it ends up that people are like, we want less and less PE as school goes onward. But again, you forget how much of a necessary break it can be, and just being able to run around and get that energy out, have fun activities where you hang out with your friends, discuss your bet in the matter of the radiant sight with the captain, take the bait. That's funny. P's just going outside, don't have gyms. Do have a whole ground. Nice.
Now's the time for formal introductions.
Like I was saying, I do like Maru's design.
This is our Captain Maru, and
The mix of like the warlock cloak, but more up armored,
guests here
like a
are
titan.
Wolf and Zeb. Now then, you guys ready?
Ready for what? We're just here for
But like I
watch.
said, even then, just having PE as time to hang out with your friends and
I've
de-stress
got some loot to trade for
is
that
good.
watch. It's not radiant sight, but it's the Cabal's new armor. That stuff you've been curious about.
It could serve as a replacement for the radiant sight that guy owed me. Alright, you can take the watch.
What about the rest of the radiant sight? That stuff was stolen from
Yeah, you
Viridian.
gonna return it or
Where they
keep?
all came from is our mutual friend's concern, not mine.
Also
All I know is
Australian.
this armor's only enough to trade for the watch. If you want to trade for something else, it'll cost you.
Then could you at least tell me how much more armor you need?
To get it
I'll
back.
go get it
Yeah,
now.
how many more sets?
There's no need to go to all that trouble, matey. Hi, I've got a better idea. Good duelists are hard to find in this wasteland, and I've been itching for a proper
A
game.
card game?
How about we play
Okay,
a game of Shadow
cool.
Shaper Jules? That stolen radiant side.
I mean,
of
I have
yours will be
not
the
played
prize.
since dueling
And if
with
I lose?
Drifter.
You'll return the watch to me, and the radiant sight, naturally, is mine. What? Afraid your skills aren't up to snuff?
I think we should approach this
Yeah.
with caution, Wolf.
Gambling with a pirate. That's how that guy got into the debt to begin with. And well, we hang out, no playing or anything. Who that wolf remind me of? That dog guy from Power Rangers, SPD. Nowadays, drug cases among students are really high here, sadly. Well, that's a few things to respond to. Yeah, PE sometimes here, or if you took a PE class, they would still have you play some games, you know, just to have activities to do. So dodgeball, or getting out like different pieces of equipment, or just even doing laps, just run around the gym. But yeah, you're absolutely right with the Power Rangers. Yeah, drug cases. Yeah, that was something that it's going to happen no matter where you are, to greater or lesser degrees, but people will do it, or they'll get around the systems in place. Not to say that you shouldn't, obviously, try to prevent it, especially because during those stages affects your brain the most, but, you know, reality sometimes. Get a lot of classes on how drugs are bad and stuff. No games, sadly, just talk and hang out. Still though, like I was saying, just getting that time, you know, chatting with people face to face, chatting with your friends, socializing is very good. I mean, that's half the reason I really ended up continuing to go to school rather than do homeschooling or like online classes, because it's like I get to see my friends. I get to hang out with them at lunch, before and after school, and we at least a few of my friends would do sports with me. So we did cross country during high school. And it's like, oh, that was fun. You know, just being able to be on a team. Oh boy, let's do this card game. See how we do. I'm gonna have to remember how to do this. No special. Here, have this rock pile. Actually, I'm trying to remember. I thought I could do a few interesting things, but then you have your deck there.
Let's bring a little pet onto the field.
Okay. Yeah, we still have the Fallen deck. And then she has a Cabal-based deck. Kids in my class don't even know what dodgeball is, lol. That's, you know, you can't expect, you can't expect, everyone, of course, from around the globe to have similar experiences. So, yeah, can't exactly be incredibly surprised there, but at the same time, it's like, oh man, there's so many fun games you can have in the past. Yeah, I would have to remember all the games we played. Like, I remember there's one which was pretty fun. Oh, come on. Really? Oh man, bringing out everything with those effects. I would go up to 22. We have a lot to play. Aww. High school. Considered higher secondary. Volleyball and football. Two sports famous here. Tug of war. Only one sport tug of war has girls. Got it. Yeah. I'm surprised. And I didn't know they existed there until this year. Well, that's crazy. They should do better at advertising those to you guys. Letting people know about it. Yeah, that also very much depends on your school. How many different sports you have. Some have a whole bunch: football, soccer, gymnastics, volleyball, wrestling, cross country, track and field, etc. And then others, you know, Then others it's like, we have like 1 or 2. So, always just depends. Thought there was a way to discard, but whatever. Close enough. Yeah, I was gonna say. She has a very strong deck.
Something's not right about your energy.
Mm-hmm.
I never said we were
Yeah.
playing by the rules now.
So we were meant to lose. One final turn. Do damage your opposing unit. So, I mean, yeah, we have no chance. I mean, we can gain 10 power, but still be off there. Volleyball taken really serious. Popular too, same for football. Most popular sport in the school. Damn. Yeah. Then that's crazy. That you didn't know for so long. Because it's like, guys, if these are your biggest thing. Let's see, 3 damage. Oh, that only took 2 damage, not 3. Maybe I should have done that. One of the powerhouse schools, always in top 3. Yeah, so one of the leaders in the league then. Just deploy everyone. Maybe we could have won. Would have been close. Probably because they only have it for boys here. Wow. Okay, no, so we had no chance with her cheating. Yep, rigged from the start. And we took the bait.
Anyone can see you cheated.
We never agreed to a fair duel.
Yeah, I wish you guys had more options, because it's great to give it
You're not
to
talking sense.
both groups.
If you're planning to rob me in broad daylight,
Getting ready to fight.
Relax, kiddo. Threatening me won't get you anywhere. The radiant sight's long gone.
When it comes to like pass rate or high mark rate, we are first among 50.
I just
Yeah,
want to see what kind
that's-
of metal you were made.
That makes more sense, being so prestigious
If you're
that they
looking
put
for
you
radiant
under
sight to help
all this
Viridian's
pressure,
losses,
even if it's not
I
fair.
have a proposition for you. The Cabal moved tons of radiant sight through this area.
Oh,
and I
so
bet
steal
Viridia's
from
scouts
them.
know all about their comings and goings. But what they don't have is firepower to take them down. You get the intel on the Cabal's shipments. I'll split the radiant sight they're
Always
carrying
trying
with
to
you.
make a good
is this
deal
another
for
weird
her.
game of yours? Splitting it literally would mean half the radiant sight they're transporting belongs to Viridia.
Yeah, an even split, or
I'm literally splitting it with you. And all you need to do is give me the information.
yeah, or she's like,
A win-win,
80-20,
I'd say.
80 for me,
Once
20
you've
for you.
made your decision,
Because we'll see.
just let me know.
Badminton exists too. It's not that popular. I haven't played badminton in forever. That's another kind of one of those games where you have to have, you know, a decent amount of people into it and an audience for it, or else, yeah, it probably won't go anywhere. Choose only the prodigies. Don't give others a chance. Yeah, like I said, sounds very prestigious and also unfair for everyone else. Pirates and Mercs. So yeah, we completed at the very least the intro quest to that. Looks like sadly they do not give us the rest of the quest, but that's alright. Let's go check on out this little story bit, which is for reunion day. So let's say hi. Head on over. A lot of kids in my school chosen for nationals. Yeah, that's for us. It's usually the big deal would be getting to states, you know. So you'd get to state, and then if you ranked high there, or won, then that would be the big prestige for the school. And then maybe the very best would then go to nationals outside of the school year. 10th grade alone has more than 300 kids here. Yeah, so pretty big school. I know the private school I went to was like 100 kids per class, and then the public one was quite a bit bigger. I believe it was probably... How many would it have been? I think it was decently large. We have some really big schools around here, but I think we're a little bit on the smaller end. So maybe like 500. Practically will go to state law. Yeah. And then of course winning state is where everyone at the school goes crazy. And you have to make sure everyone knows about it. Funny because it's a government school. Yeah, so of course everyone else is then like, oh, the government school going to state. Who's surprised? Wow, what were you just playing? You're as full of surprises as ever, Pandora. Is there anything you can't do?
Hi, happy reunion day.
Happy reunion day to you too. Reunion day?
Wait, you know about this holiday?
Zep's like, hold on.
No.
Yeah.
I just figured
being polite.
Oh, that's right. This is your first reunion day.
Yeah, since we've been revived.
More like Wolf's first holiday period. Then have a seat.
But we
Let me
did
tell
do a
you
Halloween,
all
but
about it,
because that's a
Miseros.
bit of a different
In
event.
the centuries following the collapse, Earth's weather patterns and climates became all sorts of messed up, and the calendar system humans used in the Golden Age was made useless. Hoping the traveler would still
Yeah, the
restore
traditional
and keep them
12
safe,
months,
the
30
survivors
days.
and sanctuaries across the land set off on a journey to find it. These expeditions stretched on for years, and countless people fell along the way.
But when they
One
returned,
after another, the expeditions crossed the deserts, trekked through
Was
the
it then
ice and
called
snow,
Reunion
sailed
Day?
across the seas, until finally, at the place where the last city is now taking shape, they reunited with the traveler. Thus did the nigh endless snowfall cease, and thus did the perilous pilgrimages come to an end. For then, the traveler was waiting for them. The
named
pilgrims
Reunion
broke
Day.
bread and celebrated with song
Coming
and
back
dance
together.
for a new age. The first
I really
day
do
of
love
a
that
new
we're in
year
this
had at last
setting
dawned.
of the last
People
city
started building
just
outposts,
beginning,
and eventually
just
the last city started
starting
taking
out.
shape.
Still in development. Not only sports, quizzes and stuff, school always on top. Proud, pressure's away, do I. High school has a 100% pass rate. Higher secondary has 75%. Higher secondary are really hard. Well, again, that sounds, from a statistics view, it sounds incredibly good. But like you were saying, is it worth the amount of pressure and stress that everyone undergoes until they're out of school, until they're out of there? You have to also think about that. But I'm definitely glad you coming on by can help out in that regard, and you can get at least a little break from having to worry about it as much. How many years did it take for them to find the traveler? What are those bird-shaped kites for? Food. What food?
I'm not too
It's a
sure
big school
myself.
indeed. Yeah.
They could have taken
Big
entire
name school.
generations, to be honest. When someone loses something precious, they rarely have the chance to find it. That's why we celebrate reunion.
Even I get confused where the classes is. First came to the school, lol. Yeah, I mean, that's the first day experience. You're, hoping you get to class on time because you have no clue where it is, and then you're walking in the general direction, or maybe you ask someone in, the first period you're in with, like, I'm doing this next. Where is this? Are you going to this? Okay, you are. Okay, I'll follow you. Traveler mentioned. Lol. Yeah, Genshin. Yeah, different traveler in Destiny. Bit of a big orb hovering above the sky, but school is famous. Yeah, like I was thinking or about to say earlier, kind of one of those schools where, for us, it's like, oh yeah, no, everyone knows the name. Everyone's like, oh, you were from there? That's pretty cool. Why is it from 10A to 10H? Yeah. I think the system for classrooms here was mostly numbers, and then sometimes like a letter applied at the end. So you would have to go like, oh, which number is it? Like 267, 268, whatever. Came from a school, used to be good, like Champions of Old. Well, that's kind of cool. Coming from one school where they also used to be so prestigious, and then going to another, which is currently, and gain to see those differences and similarities, I'm sure. Yes, hi kitty. The silly boy on my lap is wanting to be pet a little bit.
Legend has it that it was an Andean condor that guided people to the traveler,
Poppin'.
floating in the clouds, topping the mountains. So some people thought those birds were the traveler's messengers.
That's pretty wholesome.
Oh.
Have you seen them? I've got pictures here.
Woof.
One ugly bird. And the food. That's also what I would want to know about. What good food do you have?
The folks had precious little leftover after their long journey.
So you make
What they
do.
celebrated with could barely be called food at all. They gathered what meager rations they had, added some scrap
I mean, that's where
materials, and
some of the
with a
best
spark
food
of
has come from.
creativity, the result
You mix
was
together what you
flatbreads
have
made with mixed grains,
with a tiny bit of
distillers used
seasoning.
residue from cotton plants, sawdust, even a bit of clay. Now, people commemorate those years by baking flatbreads on Reunion Day. They use all sorts of creative recipes.
Yeah.
Of course, these days.
I was gonna
most
say,
people
you could
them
definitely
with
make some
top-tier
savory
ingredients that are
or
easier to swallow.
desserts out of
So,
flatbread.
step one is gathering
Just depends
ingredients.
what you put on it.
Oh, I can't wait to see what sort of
Or use it
flatbread
in.
you make.
Okay, so that was the intro quest to Reunion Day. That's fun. And then I'll be doing this off stream, checking it out. Although my previous school lost all its fame, my second home loved that school. Well, you definitely like to hear that. You know, having that welcoming atmosphere and coming to know the school so well, the layout, the teachers, everyone. Yeah. That's definitely the positives of being at a school for, you know, for a longer amount of time, is you can really build those connections that can help you out so much, even when the pressure's on and times are tough. Let's see, what do I need to do? Origami condors. Oh, it's time to pack. Okay. Well, I definitely want those. Yeah, I'll have to check this event out. Oh, and the kitty just hopped down. Yep, you can head on out. Check. That's also probably where I'll be wrapping up for the night. Just a quick little stream tonight to do Maru's story, like I said, as well as that intro quest here. Though, one thing I could also do very quickly is check out some of these messages before we hop off. So, let's check that out. I'll close the door again. The kitty cat's going to the bathroom out there. All my friends are there too. Grew up there since birth. Mom was a teacher there. It makes a lot of sense then. So it really was, like you said, a second home to you. Sorry. I'm trying to... Yes, you can get up. Go on, kitties. Okay, both kitties have left the room. They have a big old bed out there. So I'll let them settle down. Hold on. Close the door so you guys have less fan noise. Whew. Cats definitely get you up when they're on my lap, when one of them is. It's my second home. Yeah. It truly sounds like that, and I'm really glad you have had that positive school experience and growing up there. It sounds like it's very different, very fun. Cried a lot when I got transferred to another school due to reasons. Yeah, and that's only natural as well. You know, I definitely had an opportunity to go to a school, but turned it down because, well, I'd be halfway across the country and away from all my friends. And I was like, I'd rather stay here and be with the people I love. Didn't you say you wanted to learn an instrument? Where are you? No more! I've already practiced the lute 6 days in a row! 6 days! Even light bears need rest! Learning the lute requires daily practice. Skipping even 1 day won't do. Where's your perseverance? Your determination. Come to practice now. I don't feel so good. I'm taking the day off. Don't make excuses for your laziness. Please spare me. Spare me! Tontu being so over the top. Man, such a fun character. His story quest was really enjoyable. Getting to see the two sides to him. Every teacher's knew he'd give me lots of stuff like sweets and candies. Aw. They would let me play computers. Mom had to take special classes for 10th graders. Yeah, that's really, really fun. I'm glad, like I said, you had such a positive experience and environment hanging out with them. The HM there legit gave me medals to play with all. Yeah, we had a really cool computer teacher in middle school who would do some similar things of like, oh yeah, when you guys are done with your classes, you know, play Minecraft or like paintball, you know, a paintball game, or just other online like cool math games, stuff like that. Super fun. Precious memories and very fun times. Wolf, you are not going to believe this. These Goliaths are not just packing main cannons. They've got cluster missile pods, dual energy repeaters, what I think might be a modular target sync array jammed behind the armor. I'm still trying to make them behave. That actually sounds kind of exciting. Looks like you're getting pretty cozy with Cabal tech these days. So, I've been thinking... Oh boy. Wall of text. I've been thinking, how different do you think piloting a harvester would be from a Goliath? I mean, sure, the interface is probably different, but the drive systems, the stabilizers, power routing, there's gotta be overlap, right? And you know how they use harvesters to move tanks around? If we could do the same thing, we'd have way more flexibility for deploying heavy firepower on demand, like mobile artillery on command. Load up, transport, deploy, boom, backup delivered. Oh, and they carry haul troops. Oh, and they haul troops too. A single harvester carries, what, 10 Cabal? If we repurposed that for human squads, could pack like 15, 20? Maybe more if we optimize the cabin layout. Actually, do you know where they park those things? Like, do they even have hangars? Cabal patrol, I gotta go. Later. Getting out of the tech discussion. No, you can tell she's passionate for it. Has a love for tech, figuring it out, and the application of. Oh, let's also check. There's wasn't there one? I was just seeing one about, yes, Reunion Day. Oh, that's to a whole Discord link. Okay, I'm good there. Yeah, what you trying to do here, Destiny? Sorry, throwing up Garf for a second. Oh, come on, Destiny. No. No. Oh,
Fantastic. None of these
there we go.
I gotta bring these back to the data.
So if you're checking your mail on Destiny Rising, watch out for that. That's funny. None of them had any issue with having your kid be there. Staff tour all teachers bring their kids too. How many kids there? No, were teachers or staff? Yeah. So that makes more sense to why they were able to, you know, didn't mind it so much and kind of just felt like one big family all hanging around, hanging out together. Here, let's do one more unread message, and then we'll wrap up for the night, like I was saying. Sydney's offering a new flavor of ramen at his shop. It does sound a bit strange, but what is it? Bonito and seaweed with wasabi. Have you heard of it? Wasabi? I don't know how I feel about that. Wasabi? My favorite. It's good in small amounts. Do not have like a whole bite of wasabi. That will destroy your nose.
Let's hurry up. Out on the battlefield.
Yes.
Not here.
Seems we share similar tastes. Come try it with me when you've got the time. Cindy would be happy to see you. I do love how many messages there are from characters. Can check out, see what's going on with them. We still have quite a few character quests left to do. We'll probably do what, Juan Wei next. I think that would be cool. And then Yolder, and then get to the characters that are post-release, 4 stars at least. Like a teacher there was awarded Best Teacher of the Year from government. Well, that definitely speaks to their continued success, even if they dropped out of, you know, being the #1, like, super famous back in the day. Still have that going on. Hear too many kids, too much noise, too many staff, everyone has different opinions. Don't know how a team works at all. Yeah, and that's difficult. Like, team assignments were definitely one of my least favorite during school. Just because it's like you never truly knew how much work people are going to do until they would or wouldn't do it, and the assignment would be coming to an end. And it's like that never feels good either. You know, unless you're working on it with your friends, in which case then it would be pretty fun. But yeah, thanks so much for coming on by, Sparkle. I hope I was able to help out at least a little bit, get some stuff off your shoulders, and, you know, had fun playing through the intro for Maru's story. Unfortunately, they did not give us access to the whole story, which I really feel like they should start doing that to get you to better understand the characters and actually get some time playing them, because we haven't played Maru at all so far. We played a game of the Shadow Shaper duels against her, but haven't actually checked out her gameplay. Which actually I should probably... Is there? Let me quickly check. I think there should be a trial for doing it. Let's at least do that, so we have some gameplay with her before the stream ends. Thank you for listening, man. You're a lifesaver. No, it's no problem. I'm always happy to hang out, you know, when we have these little breaks in between the story and stuff like that. Just try to help people a little bit. No, it costs nothing to be, or to try to be, a little kind every now and again. Main reason for losing, because of rumors. A lot of unnecessary rumors. Got it. So, yeah, just the spread of things that you don't always know are true or not, and most of the time are true, but you can't stop them from going around. It's always unfortunate. It's, again, not something you want to hear about. Oh, right. Right, that's the gameplay loop for Maru that I've heard about. You shield, and then you can use a grenade launcher. That's cool. You got the mini shot, or this one here. We'll say, that cannon's really fun. Getting to spam that. And just keep firing away. There's a grenade launcher. Yeah, I'll definitely check the message after I finish this little combat segment. I was just like, oh, I should fight these guys. No, her rapid fire cannon though for her ultimate. That's really fun. And I can see how the rhythm there of popping the shield and then using the grenade launcher can feel pretty satisfying compared to the regular grenade launcher, where you feel like you're always reloading and not doing anything. But yeah, cool character. Like that they continue to try out different designs and gameplay with the character kits. Current school is more bad cases, even police were involved, but no bad rumors or anything. Main reason my previous school, its fame gone. Less and less kids came. Well, I partially assume that the reason there aren't as many rumors is because your current school is government funded. You know, even if the police get involved, if it's big enough, it will get swept under the rug more often than not. Which isn't fair, but again, how things are sometimes. But now truly, I will leave it off there. So, like I said before, thanks for coming on by, Sparkle. Hope I was able to help out. And hope you guys, everyone else watching, that you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe, watch what you want to watch. And, you know, feel free to come on by, hang around. Especially on more chill, casual streams. Always down to chat when there's opportunity and hang out. So, I hope you guys all have a great day, night, whatever time it is for you. Love you all. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. See ya. Yeah, I'll keep chatting with you a little bit more while Garf is up here, Sparkle, but I will have to get going whenever you're ready. Funny enough, 50% teachers from my previous school got transferred here. Every 10-year teachers get transferred. Well, that's actually pretty neat then. You have a bunch of teachers there who you still have that connection and familiarity with. It's really nice. I'm glad even though you transferred schools and, you know, unfortunately left your friends behind, that you still have those friends, you know, teachers you can consider friends at your current school, is what I'm trying to say. But thank you for listening, man. Yeah, no problem, Sparkle. Like I said to everyone else, have a great day. I hope the pressure gets easier. I hope you get a break at some point and enjoy your vacation, as long as they don't, you know, give you too much schoolwork whenever that happens. So, thank you, and bye-bye!